All right, we're going to have Charles Lynch come up right now. We're back on schedule. We're right in the mix. But it's amazing how we do that. It's just amazing how it all works out. This is the 21st annual Hempfest at the Peter McWilliams stage. Coming to the stage right now to talk. Software developer, freedom fighter. I'm going to introduce to you a medical marijuana patriot from the front lines of California who is being prosecuted by the federal government for operating a city-sanctioned medical marijuana dispensary in Morrow Bay, California. Please welcome Charles Lynch, everybody. Charles Lynch.
Did you do the hokey pokey? Oh, sorry. Right on. Thank you, man. Just want to say thanks for the Hemp Festival bringing me up here. It's kind of a weird story. I guess they brought me up here because I got a sad story to tell everybody, you know. And I get up here and I just look around. And I say, God, this is beautiful, man. This is friggin' beautiful. Everybody in peace and harmony, laying around, taking it easy, enjoying Mother Nature's herbs. And freedom without all the harassment of federal government and police and everybody trying to throw us all in jail. But anyway, so they brought me up here to tell you my story, I guess. So my name's Charles C. Lynch. You can Google my name and you'll find all kinds of news about me. But I operated a medical marijuana dispensary down in Morrow Bay, California. About 2007, you know, the DEA comes barreling in with their guns and shields and their masks and flak jackets and their tanks. All right, they didn't have the tanks, but they had everything else. Brought it into the dispensary, brought it in my home, threw me on the ground naked and took everything I had, dragged me down to LA about 200 miles away, down to the federal detention center. And they charged me with all kinds of federal crimes of selling marijuana. You know, these medical marijuana laws that are created in each state are usually based on the 10th Amendment of the Constitution, which gives the states to rule and regulate themselves. And when I read that into the California laws and stuff, I said, wow, that is powerful. The 10th Amendment, you know, that's of the Constitution? Are you kidding me? We can smoke marijuana and sell it because of the 10th Amendment? And that was powerful to me. And so that's one of the things that drove me to open up the dispensary, you know. And then also, there's a lot of people in our area that didn't have safe access, you know, because there was no dispensary. Everybody had to drive up to either Oakland or they had to drive down to LA. And, you know, it's a pretty long drive, but 2 or 3 hours one way just to get the medicine you need. So I took it upon myself to open a dispensary there in Morrow Bay. And actually, you'd be surprised that the city of Morrow Bay actually welcomed me with open arms with the dispensary. And we even had a ribbon cutting ceremony with the mayor and the city attorney and the city council. And about a week after I opened the dispensary, and it was a wonderful thing. You know, I was thinking, God, this is freedom, and I was feeling great. And the dispensary operated for a year, no problems at all. And then, like I said, you know, about a year later, the DEA comes barreling in. And they dragged me down to federal court. They charged me with 5 felonious federal crimes. And listen to this one. They see in Morrow Bay, they told me 18 or older, you know, unless accompanied by a parent. But I found out in federal law that anybody under 21 is considered a minor. So they convicted me of selling drugs to minors. And they made it sound like I was down at the schoolyard selling, you know, selling candy laced THC to the kids. But that's not true. The truth is that every young person between the age of 18 and 21 who came into the dispensary had the proper paperwork written by doctors. And so they've turned me into a heinous criminal with their bogus charges against me, you know. But in federal court, there is no defense. You can't even say medical marijuana. You say medical marijuana, and the judge stops the trial, and he says, strike that from the record, and he reminds the jury that marijuana is not medical in federal court. So you have no defense at all in federal court. State law does not matter. federal law trumps state law, and the feds, they don't give a shit about the Constitution either. So anyway, that's part of my story, you know. And that was about 5 years ago when they came in, they took everything from me. They took all my money. They made it virtually impossible for me to find work because now I'm a felon, you know. I'm a convicted felon of selling drugs to kids. So it makes life pretty difficult. And then, you know, just so you know, I mean, there's another thing they did to me. This month, they closed out all my IRA accounts. My individual retirement accounts have been closed because I've been convicted of selling marijuana. So E-Trade, they decided, you know, well, you know, we can't have guys like you in here trading stocks, you know, having a retirement account, you know, working with the true criminals of the world that have stolen millions and billions of dollars from the people of the United States, the people on the stock market. So I can't even, you know, I can't even work with them guys anymore either because I'm a heinous criminal. And it's not easy, man, I'm telling you. But anyway, so I'm here to tell you that, you know, the federal laws are way different than the state laws. And somehow it's got to be fixed. And anyway, I can feel it right now, but my doctor, you know, I'm a patient, but my doctor, hold on a second. My doctor says I have FOG. I know what you're saying. What the fuck is FOG? Well, folks, my doctor says I have a severe case of the fear of government. That's right. I fear my government. The very entity that should be standing up here protecting me, you know, protecting my constitutional rights. No, instead they come in and they take everything from me, ruin my life, my future. So I have a bad, bad case of FOG. And I says, Doc, FOG? He says, yeah, Charlie. I says, well, hey, Doc, can you at least write me a recommendation with some medical marijuana to cure this sick? Because that's a bunch of crap, man. I can barely handle it every day. So anyway, I can't, since I'm still under federal prosecution, I can't really tell you the end of the story because there is no end yet. I'm on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, fighting it out on a $200,000 bail posted by my family. And I'll be fighting it out down in California. Charles C. Lynch. Actually, one guy, Rick Ray, he made a film about my story called Lynching Charlie Lynch. It's available up on iTunes and stuff. And you can check out my website, friendsofccl.com. And this is one of the greatest things I've seen in my whole life being here at the Hempfest. This is the Woodstock of my lifetime. And I just wanted to say how great it is to be here and be a part of it. So thank you, Seattle. Thank you very much.
Charlie Lynch.